Okay, so we've got a Guardline wireless driveway alarm that we're going to be opening up here. Got this on Amazon. We were using a Harbor Freight driveway alarm for like $10, and it finally died on us, so we decided we were going to upgrade it to get a little bit further distance and hopefully something a little bit better. Something more a little more consistent, I would say. But this isn't about the Harbor Freight one. It worked great for what it was, but we decided to upgrade. This was about $100 on Amazon. So let's see what's inside the box here. If I can get it open. There we go. Focus. There we are. Alright, so it looks like it comes with the paperwork, quick start guide, manual. And I like doing this stuff without looking at the manual just to see how difficult it is for somebody right out of the box here. Alright, so we've got, looks like the housing here, the sensor maybe. It is plastic. I was hoping it was going to be metal. But it is plastic, so that's something to be cautious of. There's the sensor pack. Looks like it's got some holes here. I'm hoping this pops off because I wouldn't be able to reach those screw holes very easily unless I go at an angle. We'll look at that when we do the install. And in this box here, this thing is huge. What is this thing? This must be the receiver. More plastic. Stand by, I've got some screaming kids outside. Okay, sorry about that. Had to go handle some kids. Alright, so looks like we've got the receiver, which tells you which location or which alarm is going off, because I believe you can hold up to 4 different sensors on this machine. This is the sensor, and it does actually have an additional housing unit here. We'll get to that later on. I believe that just slides on over the top here. That allows for this to be protected from sun and falling elements such as rain or snow, which could affect the sensor. With this, it comes with a little screwdriver. I apologize about the lighting in here. And there's a little screwdriver and some anchors with some screws. And that's all that was in the packaging. So I'm going to go ahead and try and get this thing figured out. We'll get it installed, powered up, and see if we can figure this thing out. Oh, and I believe this takes 4 AA batteries for the sensor. And just so you're aware, it says alkaline. Well, maybe it doesn't say alkaline. I thought I read alkaline somewhere. But really, if you're going to have any kind of cold weather or extreme weather, you may want to go for the lithium-ion batteries. They tend to hold up a lot longer as far as cold weather is concerned. We have, I think, 8 alkaline. I'm sorry, we have about 8 lithium batteries in our weather station, and it's been through blizzards and negative temps, and the batteries are still working just fine. I had some game cams that were using alkaline only, and they do die quicker than the lithium. So that's just something to think about when you're installing outdoor sensors and weather stations and the like in extreme temperatures. It doesn't get very hot up here, so I can't attest for heat, but I can tell you they last longer in the cold. So we're going to have to find some proper batteries for this. I don't think I have any on hand. And once I do, we'll go ahead and get this installed, and I'll take you through that process. Okay, so we got our Guardline driveway alarm installed, and we originally had it on the little shack down there by the street, and the receiver wasn't picking up the signal from it on a consistent basis, so I'm wondering if it's out of range. So we moved it to our power pole, which is a lot closer to the house, this is definitely within 500 feet, but so is the shack. The shack is about 400 feet, and we just weren't getting the signal. So we had the old Harbor Freight sensor here that we took off and installed the Guardline sensor. So we're going to give this a shot and see how this works out. So far, when it did go off, it was nice and clear, it was loud, there was no issues. But it would be nice to know when UPS or FedEx or somebody's running up the driveway. They like to speed down our driveway because it's a nice long takeoff, but they're tearing up our roads and everything, so when they see me pop out, they kind of behave themselves. But yeah, so this is what we're doing. We're giving this a whirl. We did the box opening just the other day, so I'm going to attach this review to that. Easy install. This little piece here is a cap that blocks the sun. This little window pops off to adjust the angle from a 9 to a 12-degree angle. This whole body moves and swivels. So I think we're pretty good in our positioning because this will shoot straight across. We've got it on 40 feet, so it might pick up some movement in the bushes over there, but that's kind of what we want. So far so good.
So far so good.
Yep, that's right. Alright, so on to the next. I don't know if you can see where that power pole is right there. That's where the driveway alarm sensor is. And it's working. We had to move it from that bus shack to that pole, get it a little closer to the house. Turns out it was probably interference with our doorbell frequency, which is wireless as well, so I think that's probably why it wasn't strong enough signal down the way. But it's working good. The receiver has plenty of tones, and you can have up to 4 different zones. So if you wanted to have one here and then one on the other side of the property, 4 corners, you can have up to 4 on the unit that I've got, and I believe you can have up to 16 on the bigger model, but we only need it for the driveway and it works great. So everything's good with that. I'm going to keep it going for a while and see how the batteries hold up, see how the sensor holds up, and I'll report back to you. But for right now, the initial review looking pretty good. Alright, hope that helps. On to the next.